What is up, everybody? It is Owen Shapiro. Today, I want to talk about a bunch of movies I got off to seeing this past month in August. So, of course, I saw Sinners, the best movie of the year by far. I think this film is so incredible, and I'm not just saying that out of being the stereotypical, I do the usual stuff. I'm saying that because Sinners has storylines similar in the technique of The Godfather. Sinners has storylines similar in the technique of a heist. I felt like I was watching cultural Inception in some moments with that dreamlike feeling of out in the wilderness, the clouds, all this stuff. It was beautiful, just beautiful. I mean, some people say it dropped off after the big party, but I thought it was fine. I think the technicals were fine there. Not only that, I also felt that with Sinners there, I think that was more cultural with the whole thing with Irish and not Irish. You know, it's a cultural film. At the same time, I think the story's incredible. Another film, my second best film that I've seen this year that's actually in August that I saw was Mickey 17, Bong Joon-ho's first movie off of Parasite. Now, I showed Parasite to my Nana recently, and she loved it. She had trouble following the subtitles at first, but once she got into it, she loved it. She thought it was great and beautiful, especially with the snow, if you know what I'm talking about in the one scene, and she loved that. And actually, there was a Parasite Easter egg in Mickey 17. And I've seen Parasite now 4, 5, 6, probably 8 times at this point. One of the greatest films ever made. I think it's in my top 20. But I thought Mickey 17 was great. Would I say it's better than Memories of Murder? I'd say likely. This film is going to last for a really long time as a classic. I'm telling you this right now. In 15 years from now, Mickey 17 is going to be considered one of the best sci-fi movies ever made. I'm telling you this right now. It was so grounded and realistic. Now, some scenes were cringe, but I think he knew that he was able to make whatever movie he wanted based off, Parasite. So, look, obviously there's things in the way with every movie, but I think he wanted it his version since he had way more leeway in this film from what I can tell than Parasite. So I think he wanted to make it like a little bit unsettling. I thought Mickey 17 was also great. Given both a 5 out of 5. Then I also saw the new movie with Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson, The New Naked Gun. And I thought The New Naked Gun was one of the best films I've seen in the past 5 years. I'm actually happy that it was a grounded film. The film felt extremely grounded, like there was an actual method, a method to the madness, something that made sense. That they know it's a stupid, dumb movie. They know all that stuff. They know it's idiotic. They know it's gonna easily appeal to the comedy fan base, the late, the late 2020s, early 2020s comedy fan base, or that 2010s comedy fan base. So they decided to put a little grounded spin on it. I thought Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson as the seductress, whatever you want to call it, were actually really good. I thought Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson's the seductress was really good. The number 4 movie of the year I've seen so far is F1, which I saw in theaters, and what an experience. I thought the roaring was incredible, even with me only being able to get seats in the front, which I usually love in the back. But I thought the roaring was incredible. I've talked about this film before. I didn't see this in August, but, well, actually I did. But it wasn't around recently, and look, I mean, Brad Pitt abs, Brad Pitt biceps, Brad Pitt bod. Okay, he's pretty much the new Ryan Gosling for 60-year-old men. I mean, he's a cool dude. I mean, he's Man Crush Monday, obviously straight, no homo from, but Man Crush Monday, I mean, I don't have anything against, but Man Crush Monday for pretty much everybody. It's hard not to love Brad Pitt. All right. So then the next movie I want to talk about is a 4 out of 5, the new Fantastic Four movie, which a bunch of people seem to be upset with for some reason. I think it was a great twist from what we usually get. I don't think people realize the new Fantastic Four movie was under constraint. Okay, it was under extreme constraint. The CGI of the originals was not that good, but it's looking more fawned upon, and I think a lot of people will look into those films much more lightly than they did beforehand. And especially considering this film, I personally believe this film knew what it was doing. It knew the assignment, it knew the characters, and it got it. It did it. It got it character by character, piece by piece, story by story. I think people don't like that it's unoriginal. I prefer grounded characters and all this stuff over the top, ridiculous, obnoxious style of filmmaking of just CGI and all this stuff. I felt this was much better. I felt that the times where they're reflecting were some of the best moments in the Marvel, maybe the best Marvel movie since Endgame, maybe, I don't know, X-Men, Deadpool and Wolverine movie, the one where, the newest Deadpool movie. But, I mean, look, that's a bit of a different situation. I mean, what's the bar here, right? Number 5 is Superman. I talked about Superman. I saw it. Well, actually, this would be number 6. That's right, number 6, yeah. Superman, I think this was great. I've talked about it before, but these are some of the movies that I think are the best so far this year. There are many more movies coming out, Oscar bait movies, all that stuff. I'm your boy, Owen Shapiro, on the Shap podcast, making movies, soccer to football, coming out after the 2026 World Cup, before the 2026 NFL season. Making movies. I'm your boy, Owen Shapiro, on the Shap podcast. Stay cinematic.